LEGO just revealed a wish that so many LEGO fans have had for many years, which is to get a new Black Pearl set and to bring back LEGO Pirates of the Caribbean. That's right. On September 12th, 2025, LEGO is releasing a new Black Pearl set. This is going to be $380 with 2,862 pieces and 9 minifigures. Seriously though, LEGO, keep doing this. You know, we got earlier this year the Krusty Burger set, which was the return of Simpsons, and now we're getting the return of Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see them remake more of these ships. And she's a beauty. I mean, we got her, back in 2011 with an 800 piece design that was $100. This new one has well over 3 times the original piece count of that 2011 set, and it shows. This is bulkier, this is way more detailed, and this even has a display stand. Look at how easy it is to remove it from the display stand, and how you could even remove the bottom half of the hull. So you can make this just look like it's in the water with that bottom part of the hull removed. But it looks more complete on display stand with the whole hull. I like the design using those inverted roof bricks for that bottom part that could be removed, and then seemingly using those big boat base pieces. And it's great to get those once again in black. There's a nice rudder build as well. Regardless, moving up a bit, there seems to be 20 cannons, or at least 16, where it's 8 to 10 on each side. I say at least because I'm not sure if these flaps are hiding cannons, but seeing how they're just using flaps and not that other type of build used for the other 8 cannons on each side, maybe I'm wrong in saying that these are cannons. There's a feature at the back with this Technic gear right here to at the very least reveal 4 of those cannons front and back. I hope this would reveal all of the cannons, but just judging by this picture right here, it only shows movement on those 2. And I would assume that's the same with the other side of this ship. Regardless, that's a cool feature. I can only wish though that it's easy to remove this gear part at the back, because it almost looks out of place with the back of this design. Almost a bit too modern for what they're going for here, but that's just a small minor nitpick. I quite like the studs not on top techniques for the shaping of the bow of the ship there, which would lead us to the figurehead. The figurehead's an interesting choice, where I like this sand green coloring, and I think that fits the design from the movie. The only thing I don't like is the use of that ponytail piece in that sand green coloring, which it was previously very recently used in that color with the Baratier restaurant from One Piece. And it seems almost like a cost-saving measure to reuse that piece, when if you look at the figurehead in the actual movie, I feel like this ponytail isn't super accurate, and we could have went with a couple of other hair pieces. The new printing is cool, but my favorite part of the figure is the reissue of that video wing piece. This time though, it has a design in sand green, which we haven't gotten before, and that's a very underused piece, so that's very welcome. I like the use of the pigeon piece for the bird that's being held by the figurehead in the movie. The jib brings one part I really like about this compared to other recent pirate ships. It seems like the sails of this are a paper material, which I way prefer over vinyl, which was used for the recent One Piece Going Merry ship. That just feels a lot more authentic and also gives me some classic LEGO nostalgia. Regardless, I really like how these sails are tattered. There's various holes throughout these. They have rugged edges. These are some of the best sails that LEGO has put out. It's a little detailed, but it goes a long way. Just like how atop the masts, they use studs, which is very welcome. I can't think of many other, if any other, LEGO ships that use studs atop there, which you could put up scenes like this. I really love that decision. Let's move on to the deck. And the deck, this is probably the best image we have of the overhead, which, yes, there's parts removed there. Like a center section right here, which holds a rowboat. I wonder if this rowboat has the magic to just break how water works. Regardless, the section underneath it is really the only cargo hold. The design here, I kind of wish we got more space for this, I guess you could say, interior. It almost feels a little bit cramped, and for a set so big, I expected more room like this. There's a treasure chest going on there, but yeah, it just looks very cramped, at least from the images that we have. Anyways, with the deck, it's a lot more spacious. The above in the main deck has the ship's wheel. Again, spacious. I like what's going on there. But I really like how this part is built. The exterior of the captain's cabin is absolutely gorgeous. I love the roundness captured with those 2x2 round corner pieces, those sloped pieces as well, getting a nice round textured detailing, and how they even have glass windows replicated with 1x1 bricks. I also like how they clip on the ice cream cone piece in black, which gives it a lot more texture, as well as having those round car rim pieces used for some shaping. All of that's lovely, and it seems very easy to remove that section to access the captain's cabin, which seemingly utilizes these clipped pieces right here, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm not entirely sure. There's this great new print for the cursed coin, and I love that design with the Lego skeleton head in the middle. And there's not too much else going on in the cabin. You got some candles, you got an apple, you got some fish, you got an existing map print. I think that's all I have to say about the build of the set, except that the fact that this is 25 inches long, which is interesting because the Silent Mary, which was the last Pirates of the Caribbean set we got, was 26 inches long. So that means that's a little bit longer than this set. Though that was only 18 inches high, and this one's 25 inches high. That being a $200 set, this one being a $380 set, that one having 2,294 pieces, this one having 2,862 pieces. I want to talk about the minifigures, but I guess let's go into the price. Yeah, this is 380 bucks. That is too much. Not even a bit. I mean, that's $80 more than it should be. This should be a $300 set. Considering its sizing, considering its piece count, it feels kind of weak in that department. But it's not like the worst price set out there, especially in this year of terrible Lego prices. Okay, the minifigures. So yeah, we already covered one of the minifigures with the figurehead. For the 8 other minifigures, the characters, Jack Sparrow uses the same tricorn base piece that was used a lot in 2011. The design there looks fantastic. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the slightest different printing for those braids right there. What's the big change with this figure is that there's a different skin tone for Jack Sparrow. He's tanner this time, which, yeah, that's more movie accurate. The design of the torso print is fine. The dual molded legs is also a big upgrade, and I think that looks fantastic on that character. And the alternate face for him is that classic Jack Sparrow nervous look. Also notice the compass, which you could get a better look at in this picture right here. Once again, like the original compass design, it uses a 1x1 square tile piece, which is probably best for the shaping of the in-movie prop. My favorite minifigure though is the new Barbossa. This introduces a completely new hair hat combo, which is so welcome. I mean, I love the original one's hat, but this is perfect, and that's going to be super usable outside of this setting. I like the face print. I like the torso and leg print, which is seemingly on a gray coloring. That's kind of a cool base for that outfit. Barbossa's alternate face is even better with the undead look there. I wish we got that for Jack Sparrow, and I'm kind of disappointed that we didn't, but I get it. You need to capture that nervous look as well. Also, I'm sad we don't get Barbossa's monkey. Gibbs is a nice figure. I mean, I love that hair piece, which we haven't gotten in gray since the original Pirates of the Caribbean wave, so that's pretty welcome. You know, new face print's cool, torso's cool. It does look a little bit awkward that he doesn't have leg printing, and I'd say that with any of the other characters of the set with no leg printing, like Will Turner. Like the face print, which I believe is new. You get that same hairpiece, but in brown. Cool torso print. Same complaint with Gibbs. Elizabeth Swann has an extremely pretty exclusive dress. I love the design with that tan base there. Beautiful pattern. It's kind of cool to see that hairpiece on her because, well, that was how that hairpiece was first introduced with Elizabeth Swann in this early wave. Her face print is one that they've used for many figures. I think it was first introduced with, Jin Urso. It's a common face print, but honestly, it fits the character. Honestly, I'm kind of glad Cotton got in here. I wasn't expecting that, but yeah, he comes with his parrot. That's really cool, and that's a classic Lego parrot piece, and I like that color that they used there, which we've seen in other sets before, but it's always a nice blend to see. Most interesting part would be the bandana piece in a new color. I can't tell if that's a gray or a sand blue. I don't know if I'm going colorblind, but I'm having a little bit of difficulty in some of the colors of these pictures right here. Either way, it would be a new color for that piece. While his torso print is cool and new, the face print is the 2025 Gandalf face. There's Anamaria, who I remember as the character who doesn't return after the first movie. It's kind of funny how both hair pieces of this set are used across two different minifigures. Like, yeah, this is the same hair piece as Elizabeth Swann, this time in black, which isn't super common. I mean, it came most recently in the Twilight House set. The face print isn't new, but it's one that's tied to various more expensive sets, usually licensed. So I guess it's not a super common face print. Best part would be the torso thing, because that's really the only exclusive part. And finally, there's Marty, which, yeah, he has a cool new face print and torso print. Those feel very special. I mean, the face print is such a specific design to this character. I love the expression that's on there. Yeah, he might even be my second favorite minifigure of this set. What a cool dude. Last things here, the name. It's not called the Black Pearl. No, this set is called Captain Jack Sparrow's pirate ship. I don't know what's going on here. They're pulling a Boba Fett starship situation where they can't call it Slave 1, but I don't think this is because, the Black Pearl is anything that's seen as offensive. Might be a legal issue. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Odd choice. Doesn't really matter though. It's also interesting how downplayed the Disney branding is on this set. Like, even for other 18+ sets, you still have those magical brushes and Disney constantly throughout. You just see a little Disney logo on the logo for Pirates of the Caribbean. And then the last thing to mention is that apparently there's going to be a giveaway promo for this set. It's going to be Jack Sparrow's compass as a buildable design. We don't have pictures of it, but I'm sure after I release this video, there's going to be pictures that pop up online, because that's usually how it works. That doesn't really sound too exciting, so I don't think I'm missing out on anything there. But I mean, look, I hear a lot of people saying this is a bad year for LEGO, and I don't agree. We're bringing back classic themes. I think this is another banger. Again, steep price, but other than that, I don't really have any complaints with this set. I guess considering the price, we could have thrown in much more minifigures, but that's about it. I love that they brought this back. I would say if they continue doing this, and hopefully this does become a theme where they do like one release per year, I would hope that the next one would be the Flying Dutchman, which is something we've wanted forever. There's been rumors that there's been a canceled version of that set. That would be amazing. And if you are bringing back more old themes, give us LEGO Avatar: The Last Airbender and SpongeBob, okay? I want those so bad. And if you put them 18+, I mean, they could be some of the best sets LEGO has ever put out. Let me know in the comments if you're on board with buying this set. See what I did there? Or I'll show myself out. Seriously though, you subscribing, liking, and commenting helps me out very much when this algorithm's pretty rough on the channel. But we're fighting back. We're rising back up. And yeah, I'll see you later. Subscribe here for more honest LEGO takes, because I won't lie to you. I have a Fortnite creator code, which is just too good. Using that helps me out. Peace out. Bye.